a different little. Okay. Is this working? Is this working? Is this working? It look like it is. Okay, I see something over there. It says that it is. Okay. Screenshot cover. Does it have a screenshot cover? Look like it might be. Okay, YouTube is good. And I find interactive. TikTok, and it don't stop. Let's see if the TikTok is working. All right. I think it might be. Oh, I think it might be. Oh, I think it might be. Oh, I think it might be. Okay. Oh, I think it might be. All right, that's showing that. It says that it said that it's working. Okay. TikTok. Yes, TikTok. Can y'all see me? Okay, yeah, it's working. YouTube and TikTok is working. So I guess I will be streaming here. Right? Okay then. So it's working. So TikTok, hello TikTok people. If you don't know who I am, my name is Tim. Let me go full screen. Let me see how it look. Let me see how it looks on here. I've never done this before on TikTok. So, can I see it myself? I want to make sure everything looks right. Okay. I don't know how to go and look at it myself. Studio. I don't know how to go and look at it myself on TikTok to see if it's actually working. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a rookie at this. I'm a rookie at this. I can't see anything. I see people popping in, but I can't see anything. Okay, now I can't, cause all I see over there is like a thumbnail. I just see a thumbnail. Screenshot cut. What's up? Can you see me? I see somebody said, what's up? Can you see me, Chungus? What's up, Chungus? If you can see me, say yes, I can see you. I don't know what it looks like. I'm testing. Yeah, you can see me. Okay, what's up, Chungus? I appreciate you for letting me know that you can see me. I wish I knew what it looked like. I'm trying to see it. Okay, shut up, phone. All right. I wish I could see what it looked like. Trying to now. If I share, can you see my screen? Yes, you can see me. Can you see my screen? Can you see my charts, Chungus? Can you see my charts over there? What's up, Chungus? If you can see my charts, let me know. Anybody in the gang? Anybody in the gang here? Over there on the tube? Anybody here in the gang? On YouTube? Right? Gang. Who's over here on YouTube? Do anybody over here on YouTube? Can y'all look on TikTok and see if y'all can see what it looked like? Continue. I don't know what this thing. I don't know what it's doing, and then I don't know how to see if. I don't know how to see it. I don't know how to see me. What is it doing? All right. Nah, it said he can't see. Encourage viewers to share live. Okay, he said he can't see my screen. So this thing, I guess YouTube ain't gonna, I guess TikTok ain't gonna work. I guess TikTok ain't gonna work. Cause I can't see. Do anybody know how to? I know who will probably know. I know who who can help me out. There's nobody in the gang want to help me out. Nobody in the gang want to help me out. Call man Panda. Mandy. Question. I'm trying to test this thing. It said that that I can stream. It was like you can stream live on TikTok with Streamlabs. I'm trying to test it, but I don't know how to see if you can see anything. And I don't know how to get in TikTok to see the live.
To see if you on live?
Yeah, it's saying that I'm live, but I can't see anything. And then when I go into my TikTok, it's not, I can't find the live. Like I can't see like the live.
It say you live.
How do you find?
I hear you talking to me.
You can't.
I don't know. Soon as I got on, it just showed that you're live, and it says one live, and it says your name, and it says don't force it Fridays.
Oh, see, that ain't even the one I wanted to use. It's like a different one I was trying to use, but you can't see me in there like that.
I see you down. Wait, is that you?
You see? Do you see my screen?
No, that is you.
Do you see my screen?
But I see your screen. I'm gonna screenshot to show you.
Right. When I
see your screen, and then I see you small at the bottom corner.
Yeah.
And I can hear you talking to me.
And like me, okay. So when you see, let me screenshot what you could see. And like now, I just switched it back to the full screen.
This what I see right now.
Just share your screen so I can see your screen.
Oh yeah, that makes sense, don't it? Oh no. Okay. Cause you know these iPhones, they get to going slow. They come, but they move slow.
All right. And then.
Oh, TikTok, do me a favor. Keep me.
Wait a second. You just was showing me. See how slow it's moving?
Yeah. It don't want to go back to the thing.
You know everything gonna work out how it needs to.
Oh, right there. Okay, I see they top. Then you click that.
Back to the thing. You know everything gonna work out how it needs to.
All right.
Oh, right there. Okay.
Okay, yeah. And cause I asked somebody, I was like, can you see? Okay, yeah. So it's showing the screen. Okay, yeah. So it's working. It's working good. All right. So now I know it's working. Now I know it's working. Cause I got an email. I got an email today, and TikTok was like, Streamlabs was like, you can now stream on TikTok. And then I was like, okay, let me test it. All right. Okay, so it's working now. Too bad I couldn't see that. And see, it didn't give it the right name though. It gave it the wrong name. It ain't do like the. So what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to I ain't gonna be able to schedule it, I guess. I guess I ain't gonna be able to schedule it because it's just you.
The name that it gave it, that's the name you put on there today.
That's a name from a stream that I did this morning. I did a stream this morning, and then when I scheduled a new one, like on YouTube, it's showing the new name, but on TikTok, it's showing the old name from earlier this morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause on YouTube, I can schedule the new stream and then just go in there later and go through Streamlabs to do it. But like when you know what? I probably messed that up myself. I probably messed up myself because when I went to do it, it popped up something for TikTok, and I probably had a chance to change it there. All right, thank you, Mandy. I'm fun. Man, look at that, man. My niece done put me in the game, man. Hey, man, what's going on TikTok? If y'all don't know who I am, and I know you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., a.k.a. Aranya Grande. And, man, I get on Al Gore's internet, and I be talking about trading futures, man. Y'all need to pull up. I'm going to start doing it through TikTok, too. You can join me on TikTok. You can join me on YouTube right here if you want to know anything about trading futures using the ICT concepts. Pull up and hang out with your boy, man. Cause I pull up, I show you my screen like this right here, and we just talk about the price action. You feel me? You know, we be talking about what the NQ do, talk about what we trying to look to get in, what we trying to look get out. That's what we do on a daily basis, man. Y'all come holler at your boy. I usually do an aftermarket review at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's what we do. We do an aftermarket review. Sometimes I do a pop-up, and we do, you know what I'm saying, pop-ups like that right there. Do a tape reading pop-up, something like that. Yeah, man. Tim Rogers, a.k.a. Aranya Grande. Come holler at your boy, man. Hang out with me. Pull up tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to be doing, what's my TikTok name? The new TLR. The new TLR, right? Tim on YouTube getting bad. Oh, probably because I had my phone on. Is it still feeding back on YouTube right now? Is it still feeding back on YouTube right now? Probably because I had my phone on. Is it still feeding back, Marco? Okay. All right. Now, my yard man was outside. I just unmuted real quick. It was like my yard man was outside. He was like, brrr, he like blowing right outside my window. Did it sound like that? Did it sound like a leaf blower? Or was it just a bunch of static? Because if TikTok gonna be bringing bad audio, then we ain't gonna be doing TikTok. Oh, that's what it was? Oh, the yard man. Okay. All right. Yeah, the yard man. What's going on, Antonio Barber? Oh, what's happening? Antonio Barber just pulled up with the hard hitting joint, the gang. I appreciate you, Antonio. Antonio, you pulling up to be in the gang, or you pulling up to get in the gang to get that 75% off? Why you pulling up, Antonio? What you pulled up for? Antonio, you pulled up to be in the gang, or you pulled up to get that 75% off the boot camp? What's up, Kashaya? Hey, Kashaya, I'm up here testing to see. You didn't know anything about 75% off. Oh, okay. Kashaya, I got an email from Streamlabs that said, error. Please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds. Man, I'm getting all kind of errors over here, man. Is TikTok creating these errors? Huh? Is TikTok creating these errors? Hey, if one of y'all got TikTok, go on TikTok and see if TikTok look like YouTube. I think it's the new TLR, Kashaya. Let me look and see. My TikTok is it just say Timothy Rogers. Oh, the new TLR. At the new TLR. That's what it is. Yes. The new TLR. This is what it is right here. The new TLR. Right? That's it right there. The new TLR. That's what it is on I always say you good on TikTok. I appreciate that. Lorraine. Lorraine, are you into trading futures or trading anything? Are you into trading at all, Lorraine? Lorraine, are you into trading at all? I love running my mouth about trading. Tell him, Kashai say he love you are. What you trade, Lorraine? What you like to trade? You in the right place. If you love trading, Lorraine, you in the right place. Cause I'm all about the art of reading price action. If you understand how to read price action, then you can use that and apply it to your future trading endeavors. What you like to trade, Lorraine? What you like to trade? Forex, stocks, and options. Reading price action will come through in the Cobra clutch for you, Lorraine. You at? Wait a minute. That's TikTok. That's YouTube. Where you at right now? You on YouTube or TikTok, Lorraine? Which one you talking to me on? That's YouTube. I sent the screenshot on Discord. All right. It looks good, Tim. Okay. Let's see what Kashaya sent over there in the Discordia. Oh, you on YouTube right now? Okay, Lorraine, you done been here before? You done been here before, Lorraine? You done been on my YouTube channel before? Or this your first time? And you already have 4 people in there. Okay, I appreciate that, Kashaya. Yeah, that's what my niece had showed me. My niece had showed me that, and it was showing pretty good, right? All right, then. I appreciate that, Kashaya. My niece, I had called my niece, and she was trying to show me that it was that acting right. Not really. I was on this morning. Okay, then you was on here this morning, Lorraine. You was on the YouTube this morning. All right. Well, welcome back, Lorraine. What you trade on for? Did you, from when you was on here this morning, Lorraine, do you got any questions about what we was talking? Since I'm here, let's chop it up. You got any questions about anything that we was talking about this morning, Lorraine? Or anything in particular you want to ask of your boy? When you pulled up this morning, you know what I'm saying? Did you see anything that you found beneficial or anything that gave you like, let me ask this right here. What Forex pairs you be looking at? It don't matter because price is price. Need to better understand changing the state of delivery. All right, let's talk about that real quick for Lorraine, right? Lorraine, the change in state of delivery is this is how we mark out change in state of delivery. We mark it out as CISD, right? Change in state of delivery, right? So what the change in the state of delivery is, it's when price comes to, right, what I like to call an anticipatory reactionary point, meaning, right, in the sense of basic support and resistance. If you come to an area where you're anticipating this area to be support or resistance, right, you're looking for the market to react off of it. And 9 times out of 10, if you look for the market to react off it, you want it to, just say, if you wanted to come down to an area of support, you're looking for the market to react like this. Right? Or if you're going up to an area of resistance, you're looking for the market to react like that, right? Bounce off of it. So when the change in the state of delivery is nothing more than switching from bearish to bullish or from bullish to bearish, right? That's in its simplest term, that's all the change in the state of delivery is. Meaning, so like when it rejects support and resistance, right? Yeah, follow me. In its simplest term, that's all it is, right? So when do you look for the change in the state of delivery, right? You look for the change in the state of delivery when you come to an area, a higher time frame support or resistance area, right? let's just look at, for example, here, what we got a going zone in price right here, right? We're going to look at this here and just like, oh, matter of fact, do you one better. If you was on here live this morning, right? If you was on here live this morning, we talked about right over here, right? If you was on here live this morning, we talked about, right? We want to see price, right? We want to see price when price came down here and went back up, right? And we started dropping back down. We said we want to see price come below this swing low right here, meaning take out this sell side liquidity right there, okay? We want to see price take out that sell side liquidity and then use the first presentation fair value gap as resistance, right? We want to see it use the first presentation fair value gap as resistance, okay? So when it got below the first presentation fair value gap, now this right here is our anticipatory reactionary point, right? This is where we want to see price do something. This is where we're looking for opportunities to trade. So as price is coming down here, right, it's moving bearish, right? If we start going back up to that point there, now we're making bullish delivery, right? So it's moving in a bullish way. So if we want to go short, right, we want to see a bearish change in the state of delivery, okay? So as price starts to trade, after we take out our low that we want to see taken out, we did it with displacement, right? We got a fair value gap there, meaning it's displacing away, displacing through this low. We didn't reject the low. The candles pushed through. We got two closures below it. We're not rejecting this low, so it's showing heaviness. It's showing it wants to displace. So now right here at our first presentation fair value gap where we're looking to sell off of when price comes up into it, it's bullish delivery, right? It's moving bullishly. So when we trade back down and close below and pass, and we even got to close, when we pass the opening price of this up close candle, if it was multiple up close candles, it would be the opening price of the lowest one in the case of going up. When we pass by that up close candle right there, right? That right there would be your change in the state of delivery, right? Why? Because this right here is now your bearish order block, right? That gives you a bearish order block right there, right? Price traded back up into an area that you anticipate in resistance, and then when you displace away crossing that opening price, that's your change in the state of delivery in this sense right here. Right, that's just in that sense there, and it works at any time you're anticipating price to bounce off of resistance, bounce off of support. Right, your up close or down close candles is your change in the state of delivery. Right, and you can see it like you got multiple examples throughout here. Right, inside all this chop slop right here, all this chop slop right there. If you look over here, right. Now, it ain't good to try to pick out every change in the state of delivery, but this is just a good chance to get some examples of it, right? So when price comes down here, right, and then we take out this low there, we come here, we just took out that low. Once we take out that low right there, once you trade back above, right, the consecutive down close candles, that's your change in the state of delivery right there, right? Right there. That's the change of state of delivery. The opening price of that last up close candle right there. Right. And then if you notice how price is respecting that change in the state of delivery, and it never took out that low right there. Right. It never took. Now you got a bunch of chop slop all up in here doing nothing. But once it went past that change in state of delivery, it never came back and took out that low. Right. Change of state of delivery equals sweep of liquidity, rejection of fair value gap or order block, then displacement. The change in the state of delivery is the creation of the order block, right? The creation of the order block is the change in the state of delivery. right? That's it right there. The creation of the order block is the change in the state of delivery. So if you come to an area of anticipated support or resistance, right? If you come to an area of anticipated support or resistance, just like right here, right? When we come down into the new day opening gap, right? We drop into the new day opening gap right there and take out the sell side liquidity there. Taking out the sell side liquidity at the new day opening gap. Once we trade back above this order block right here, right? The last up close candle, last down close candle in this sequence of down candles right there. That's your change in the state of delivery right there, right? And then we go up until we come up and take out the buy side there. And then once we switch back over, right, we come back down. Then we had a change of state of delivery to the downside there. Then we came back down and took out the sell side right there. All right, get it? Got it? Good. Hopefully that makes sense. Once price gets above the open of the down close candle or candles, making an order block, that's yes. Yes, that's the change. And you want your, and then, but it ain't just as simple as that's just it. It got to be in line with the narrative. It got to be in line with the overall narrative, the overall bias, like where price is trying to go, right? Where price is trying to go. You want to look, that's why I say you only want to look for it when you come into your higher time frame support and resistance points, right? Your higher, a spot where you looking to like get long or get short at, right? And you just want that confirmation before you enter, right? If you're on, right? We just look at a 60-minute chart right here. We're looking at a 60-minute chart here, right? And you're looking at the 60-minute chart and you're saying, hey, I want to, right? I want to, over here, for example, right? You're saying like this right here, this order block right there, that's the change in the state of delivery on this time frame right there, right? You have all these consecutive down close candles right there. That's a change in the state of delivery on this chart right here. Why is that? Because price came down and swept out this liquidity, right? It came down, swept out this liquidity, and it traded back above these consecutive down close candles with the displacement, creating that bullish order block right there, right? So that's your change in the state of delivery. And then you can use that on the lower time frame and say like, hey, we had a change of state of delivery on the higher time frame, so now you can use that as like a confirmation if you want it, even though this is just going and not giving you anything. So it ain't give you nothing on the lower time frame because it just melted up, right? That just melted up. So it ain't nothing there on the lower time frame to try to get in there. But yeah, that's how the change of state of delivery works. You come into an area of support or resistance, and then you're looking for that bullish or bearish order block to be formed. And the opening price of that bullish or bearish order block is your change in the state of delivery. Yeah. What else y'all got? Y'all got anything else for me, man? It's 3 o'clock, man. 3 o'clock on Don't Force It Friday, right? Don't Force It Friday. We had a good week. We ain't trying to give none of our profits back this week. We ain't trying to go into if we had a bad week, we ain't trying to go into the weekend with more loss. We're going to recoup and come back at it next week. All right. What's up, Kashai? Kashai, you still working? Shout out Lorraine for pulling up with the hard-hitting answers. Shout out Antonio for joining the gang. Could the move out of consolidation also be a change? The move out of consolidation, that's just giving you like an order block. You're not looking at that as a change in the state of delivery, right? You're just looking at that as just expansion, right? You're just looking at that as expansion. Like when we, like right here, like you see how we consolidating right here, right? We got consolidation right there, and then we expand away, right? You're not looking at this as the change in the state of delivery. That's just expansion. right? That's just expansion right there. Now, in the case of this right here, like this, once you trade above that, all these consecutive down close candles, right? That would be a change in the state delivery over for this entire move right here, right? For that move right there. Just coming out of the consolidation, you're not looking for that as a change of state delivery for this time frame right here, right? That's just expansion, and then that's your order block right here, just coming out of there. When you consolidate and expand the last down close candle or up close candle, when you expand away, that'll be your bullish or bearish order block coming out of expansion, right? It's two different ways you can form an order block, right? Either consolidate then expand, or trade to an area of anticipated resistance or support and then displace away from it, right? Giving you a bearish order block right there, you know what I'm saying? Or a bullish order block, depending on if you leaving it from the upside to the downside, right? I don't know why I keep doing that. Yeah, so we just like we say here in the gang, we not looking for everything everywhere, right? We're not looking for everything everywhere. We're not trying to make everything an order block. We're not trying to make everything a breaker. We're not trying to make everything a change of state of delivery. We're not trying to make everything this or everything that. It's like we're looking at the signatures, and when we see the signature, we be like, ha ha, I know what that is. That's this. But we're not looking for it everywhere, right? We're not trying to predict it. We sit up here and we watching price, and when price does something, we say, oh, look at that. I know what that is. That's a bullish fair value gap. Or be like, oh, I know what that is. That's a break in market structure. Oh, I know what that is. That's a this. And we just follow the money. And when the money give us a signature that we can enter in on, then we say, okay, we've displaced here. I'm looking to get long in the discount of this move. Haha, we got this PD array down here that I can get long off of. That's where I'm looking to participate, and yada yada you. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Hey man, what else y'all got? It's 3 o'clock. I think my yard man just came. I think my yard man came and did my yard. If he did, I gotta pay him. Yeah, he out there. Yeah, my yard man out there doing my yard. I got to pay him. So would you enter on the second candle after the I can't say when to enter because it depends on your model, right? It depends on your model when you trading, right? Let's look at a couple different things, and then we'll see. Okay, boom. Now we'll try to find one where we have a few examples to look at. All right, let's find one we can have a few examples to look at here. Okay. Right there. Okay. Let's come. This is a 15-minute chart here. All right. Let's knock this off so we can see, right? This is a 15-minute chart right here, right? Once we trade down past those right there, right? That's your change in the state delivery right there, right? Because it was going up, came down, right? That's our change in the state delivery right there, okay? So looking at this area here, this is on 15 minutes, right? So I like to do 2 time frames apart. So we can go to 1 minute, right? If 1 minute is too low for you, you can look at maybe a 5 minute, you know what I'm saying? If you think 1 minute is too low. Okay, so this is a 5 minute chart right here, right? Once we trade down, right? This is our change the state delivery right there. Once that candle right there push past there, now that's our change the state delivery. We don't have to wait until that 15-minute candle closes, right? Because this 15-minute candle here that created the change in state of delivery, it closes right there. So now let's go back down to the 5-minute first, right? This is when that candle closed, right? So, but this is when it first engaged right here. So this, that, and that make up that 15-minute candle, right? Because everything to the left of that line is that 15-minute candle. So with that 5-minute, that 5-minute, and that 5-minute candles make up that 1 15-minute candle that was giving us our change in the state of delivery, right? So soon as it touches that, that's the change in the state of delivery. You don't have to wait for it to close if you're, you know what I'm saying, you was anticipating price to give you a reversal. And then you see here, right, we didn't take out that high, and then this would be a time where you can look at like maybe like some type of, since we had took out buy side at all-time highs or whatever, you can look at this to see if you had a bearish divergence with the ES or the YM, right? So you look at ES, you look at the YM side by side with that, and then we see here that the YM took out that high, but the ES and the NQ did not take out that high. So now we got bearish divergence, right? So now we got bearish divergence at an all-time high. That's an anticipatory reactionary point. That's somewhere where you want to look for SMT divergence, right? So you got your SMT divergence, right? So now when you get this break in market structure there, or even this shift in sentiment right there, that's giving you confirmation to the bearishness, right? So now you're looking, you can trust the bearishness now because you got the SMT divergence in mind. Now, boom, right? So when you get the change in the state of delivery right here, let's mark that out, right? God dog it, Tim. Right? Let's mark that out. We got the change in state of delivery there, okay? And then, all right, we got our change in state of delivery there, okay? And so once we get our change in state of delivery, now on the 5-minute here, you see here we drop down there, we drop down, we don't, and then we drop down, taking out the sell side, but we don't have an imbalance there. So on this 5-minute time frame, the only entry that you have right now, right, for entry types is you have an inversion fair value gap, right, that you trade back up into here. That's an entry model, right? After you get the change in state delivery, price trades back up into that inversion fair value gap, right? You got a bearish breaker right here, right? You have this bearish breaker right there. So price, let me change the color on that. Okay, you got a bearish breaker. Once you get the change in the state of delivery and create that bearish breaker right here on that same candle, price trades back up into the bearish breaker. That's an entry for this scenario right here. So it's not which candle do you enter on, it's once the changing state of delivery is there, what has the market left you to trade off of? You're looking, okay, now that we got the change of state delivery, what PD arrays do I have to trade off of? What am I looking to enter on? And that's just up. If you was a breaker trader, you're trading off that breaker, right? If you're looking for fair value gaps, you don't have any fair value gaps in here right now, but you got an inversion fair value gap right there. If you're looking for order blocks, right, this is your 15-minute, right? This is your 15-minute order block from here, from this green candle up. All right, and this is your 5-minute order block from that green candle up, right? Because that's the last up close candle right there. So that's your order block for 5 minutes, breakers, inversion fair value gaps. Those are the entry models that you had for this particular scenario right there. Do that make sense? You understand what I'm saying? It's not about which candle. It's about what PD array the market left you to trade off of after it did something. Remember, it's always, if price does this, then it should do that, right? If price does this and leave this, then it should do that, right? So you want to get in on that retrace back up to the PD arrays that it left. Man, shout out Lorraine, man, for pulling up with the hard hitting answers, man. Oh man, my Discord ain't up. I can't hit my little horn. Hold on, Lorraine. Hold on. I got to get you a horn, Lorraine. I got to get you a horn, Lorraine. Come here. God dog, I hit the wrong thing. I got to get you a horn, Lorraine. And shout out Lorraine for pulling up with the hard hitting questions, man. Shout out Lorraine for pulling up with the hard hitting questions, man. What else y'all got? It's 3:11. Let me pay my yard man while I'm thinking about it. It's 3:11. What else y'all got for me? What else you got, Lorraine? You got me feeling good. You got me running my mouth now. You got me running my mouth now, Lorraine. Lorraine got me running my mouth. I don't want to take it out the cash balance because my wife gonna get on me. My wife got the Cash App card and she got money on there to do all her personal good stuff, Tim. Tasha! Hey, tell Snoopy I said, arf, 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 arf. Tasha? Let me pay my yard man real quick and then we gonna get back at it. Oh, I already did it. Rogers Lawn. All right. Yeah, my wife got the Cash App card and she got money on there to, you know what I'm saying, do all her extra stuff she want to do on her own, like, you know, she want to go get her nails done, get her hair done, go buy stuff for the house. She like going through Marshalls and stuff and just picking up little knickknacks. Right, so I was getting ready to pay the yard man, and it was like, do you want to take this money out your cash balance? I said, oh no, don't you do that. Don't take it out of there, because she will jump on me. Don't let me monopolize. Hey, it's all good. I was just testing TikTok. I was on here just testing TikTok, Lorraine, and to see it, because I got a email from Streamlabs. Yeah, Streamlabs, they sent me an email. These folk right here, they sent me an email. They was like, hey, you can stream on TikTok now. And so I went through the steps to set it up, and I was just testing it. And hey, so oh, Snoopy heard me. He's like, oh, that's my homeboy. I ain't heard from my homeboy in a minute. What's going on, Snoop? He said I ain't heard from my homeboy in a minute, man. Hey, Kashaya, you got some? They made you class president. You got some, Kashaya? You got some? It's 3:13. Let's look at what price been doing this afternoon. Let's look at what price been doing this afternoon. Get out of there. Turn this off. Let's look and see what price been doing this afternoon. All right. So let's go up to a 60-minute chart. Okay, so from this morning. Oh, let's look at the Dow for a minute. Hey, look it out. Look it out. Y'all remember the other night? Kashai, I know you remember. Remember the other night we was talking about the Dow? Remember we was talking about the Dow? We said, what did we say we wanted to see do? We wanted to see it go through this SIBI right here. We marked out the high and the low of that SIBI, right? I think it was a daily SIBI. Yes, it was. Okay. Remember the other day we was talking about this right here? We said we wanted to see it push through this daily SIBI and create an inversion fair value gap, right? Look at there. Look at there. Yesterday, it created the inversion fair value gap, pushed through it, and we said we want to see it come down to this SIBI right here. And this right here is the area where we want to see if it's ready to go back up, right? Boop! It is there now. Yes, it is. Right? And remember, we said this is what we want to see if it wants to go back up. Why? Because this was in the discount of the dealing range right there. Right? And so now we're there. We're at our anticipatory reactionary point. So now this is a time where we want to see bullish price action kick back in. This is where we want to see a bullish change in the state of delivery to head back up. Right? And if it doesn't give us that, where can we look to go next? Here. Why? Because this is internal sell side liquidity for the overall dealing range right there, right? So we have to allow for price if it wants to sweep that. But this is where, if it's exceedingly bullish, you want to see this hold, because this is the imbalance that's in the discount, right? This is going to give us our curd, right? RRD, consolidation, expansion, reversal, retracement, and then we look for the delivery, right? Any day now. Do you have advice for trading options? Because today I took a loss because it left me by 1 cent. I used to trade options, right? My advice for trading options is only trade options on low resistance days. If you're doing zero DTE, right? Only trade them on low resistance days, because that chop will kill your premium if you're doing zero DTE. And with options, you have to be Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, right? Because when you're trading options, the price of the price action, it doesn't translate one for one with the options price, right? So you have to give yourself a range, right? So if you get into a trade, right, what I start, depending on your asset, depending on how fast the asset moves, right? Let's just say you got an asset where you can get anywhere from 30 to 60% out of a trade easy. That's an easy move for your asset, right? You can get 30 to 60% out of a trade, right? You have to give yourself a window of, okay, if my trade goes to 50%, I'm going to lock in 30 and see how much I can get, right? But I'm not going, and I'm going to keep locking in profit as it goes. You see what I'm saying? So, for example, if let's look at the ES, right? Let's look at the ES here, like this here, right? Okay, so boom. We come here, just say today. If you bought a put today, right? If price came here and it gave you a setup here, right? And you say, okay, when price dropped down, right? When price dropped down below that low right there, right? This was, oh no, I got to go to 60 minute because Shy do, ain't nothing pretty on the 60 minute. So I'm going to go back to the 15 minute, right? Okay, because I want to at least have an example, right? So say once price dropped below that low right there, right? We know we had bearish divergence and we dropped down below that low. So we're looking at that shift right there. And then so now we're watching on a 1 minute right here. As soon as we drop below that low, and when price retrace back up here, right? When price retrace back up here into this area here, your pick of PD arrays, right? You got your pick of PD arrays up in here when price dropped down and traded back up. I don't care what PD array you use. You bought a put right here, right? You bought your put. Okay, now that you bought your put and price start moving here, let's just say when price got right here, right, that's 50%, right? That's 50%. At that time, right, you can say, okay, I'm going to trail my stop right there to lock in 30%, right? And then when price drop down here, right, if it, you know what I'm saying, whatever the percentage is there, right, then you can say, okay, I'm trailing my stop there, right, to lock in more profit, right? Let's just say at this time this might have been 50% there, and then it took a little time, and then it dropped, and then now when price get down there, just say you at like 80% there, and you come in and be like, okay, I'm gonna lock in profit there, whatever that percentage is. You say I'm locking in profit there, and then with the way that options work, this right here, that move there might have stopped you out in profit, right? Even though you didn't get back there on the future side, or the price action didn't get there, this pullback on a 0 DTE, that might have been enough of a pullback to stop you out and profit whatever that profit point was there, because it don't match up 1-to-1, right? So it's like I had to start doing that with my options, because if like this little piece of price right there, that right there would have chewed up a lot of your premium, right? With options, you need moves like this. You need big moves like that with 0 DTE option. If you're not getting those big moves like that, then yeah, that's what's gonna get you, right? All right, yeah, I think it also goes back to what you said about trading just low resistance, because theta. Well, yes, you only want, you especially 0 DTE. If it's not a low resistance day, do not mess with 0 DTE, right? Do not, because like stuff like this right here, that and this, oh man, that's gonna eat your premium up on 0 DTE days. Eat your premium up. Yeah. Anything else? What's up, Lump? Lump, I was on here testing out the TikTok thing. The TikTok was working, man. They say TikTok was working. All right, they said TikTok was working. I even got a new follower on my TikTok. It said you got 1 new follower. Total views, 277. Right? Lorraine over there in the top viewers. Shout out Lorraine. Lorraine pulled up with the hard-hitting questions today on YouTube. So the TikTok is working, man. We're going to be streaming on TikTok with YouTube. What's up, Don? Oh, Don and jumped out. Don left me. Why you left me, Don? Come back, Don. Come back. That's it. That's all y'all got, man. It's 3:30. Oh, we said we was going to look at what Price was doing. It's 3:30. Let's just watch Price for the rest of the day, man. I ain't got nothing to do. Let's look at Price for the rest of the day. What y'all want to watch? The NQ or the ES? What y'all want to watch for the rest of the day? The NQ or the ES? It's the ES right here. Want to watch the... Okay, we're going to watch the ES for the rest of the day. All right. ES has hit 2 out of the 3 targets that we set for it this morning. Right? This morning, we said we was looking to see if the ES was going to take out that internal liquidity, and then that internal liquidity, and then this was the liquidity for the entire dealing range right there. Right? This is what we drew out this morning. If you was on the live, you know we drew this out, and you know that these 2 were the targets that we were anticipating Price drawing into, right? And then we said when we're looking for it to see if it draws into it, we also want to see if it'll create relative equal lows. So we took out that liquidity that was a target that we had, and then we came down and we made relative equal lows. All right, now that we've made those relative equal lows, now we want to see if Price shows a willingness to pull back into a premium, right? Pull back into a premium. We still have not gone back into a premium yet, right? So for a premium of this move here, Price would need to get above that 60, 63 even, right? To get into a premium of this move right here, right? So let's mark out that equilibrium there. 60, 63 even, right? That's equilibrium. Where's my... Did I delete my range equilibrium? So it can go to that gap. That will be a target, right? Let's see. Hold on, let me get my equal. All right. I want to say day equilibrium, but... All right, that's going to be the equilibrium of that range. Okay, so that's equilibrium. Okay, there. So we got equilibrium there. All right. And we have this breaker over here. All right, so we got a breaker over there. We got a breaker right there that lines up with the equilibrium right there. But we also have a breaker here that we are struggling with right now. So there's a breaker there, right? We've traded back up into that breaker there. All right. So right now we've created relative equal lows there. All right. And for this range here, this is the equilibrium where for my trading style, make sure y'all can see my screen. I'm running my mouth. Can y'all see my screen? I wasn't sharing it in Discord. I know I wasn't sharing it in Discord, but can y'all? Yeah, hold on. Yes, y'all can see my screen. All right. Want to make sure I got a big error over there. I got a big error. Y'all see me okay, right? Y'all see me. See, I got a big error there. Y'all see me okay, right? Y'all can see me, right? Y'all let me know if y'all can see me. Okay, so for my trading style, right? Since this is the range that we dropped down, right? I would want to see price come back up at least to equilibrium, right? And into a slight premium. That will put us at this 15-minute breaker right here, right? That 15-minute breaker right there would be where I want to see price at least get back up to before trying to come back and take out that sell side, right? For my trading style. Why? Because I like to sell in a premium and buy in a discount, right? If price wants to come here at this breaker right there where it is now and continue to slide down, it can do it without me, right? Because I like to sell in the premium. I don't want to sell in the discount, right? And anything down here is selling in a discount based off of our current price range that we're looking at right here, right? We're in the discount of this move right there. All right, so we have come down, and right here we got a bullish change in the state of delivery there, right there. We got a bullish change in state of delivery right there, right? Price dropped down, right? Push back up to the SIBI, back into the breaker. Price dropped down, took out the sell side, set relative equal lows to that low over there, that one that we got marked out here, right? And then we traded back up above the consecutive down close candles, got a bullish change in the state of delivery right there. Price traded back down into it on this 15-minute candle and is respecting that bullish order block right there thus far. Okay, that's the 15-minute time frame. Now let's go down and watch a 1 minute, and we're going to set the 15-minute. Go to ES over here. We're going to set the 15-minute over here and 5 minutes. So we got our 15-minute candles and our 5-minute candle. This 15-minute to the far left, 5-minute in the middle, and 1 minute here. All right, 1 minute here, 1 minute ain't giving me a whole lot to work with, so. Okay. So we see on the 5-minute, we came down, dropped down into the 15-minute order block right there at that change of state of delivery, right? And now we're pushing up. We got a not quite inversion fair value gap here on the 5-minute. We didn't quite get an inversion fair value gap there, right? We did get an inversion fair value gap there on the 5-minute, right? So it looks like either we closed right at the top or almost got an inversion, right? So now on the 1 minute, we traded back down to the low of that inversion fair value gap right now, and we're respecting that inversion fair value gap there. All right, looking to see if we move back up to the buy side here. All right. because on the 15-minute, we got to change the state of delivery there, and we're still fighting with that breaker, right? Remember over here on the 15-minute, we came into that fair value gap, right? And then we came back up again, made relative equal highs there. We made relative equal highs there, pulled back. So we've already repriced to this fair value gap, right? So now we're here working this breaker and working this fair value gap, but we're still respecting the 15-minute order block in the 15-minute change of state delivery, right? So we've got a 5-minute inversion fair value gap, and now we're working that 5-minute fair value gap there. You're anticipating this now to act as support, right? You're anticipating it to act as support, right? But we're in between the tail of two cities, right? What do we got here? We got a bearish order block there, right? We're in between a 5-minute bearish order block and a 5-minute inversion fair value gap, right? This right here. What's that? Black line right there. Right, that's our relative equal highs right there. All right, it's at 332 right now. Okay, we're at 332. So right now we're inside the 315 to 345 macro, right? So your 315 to 345 macro comes from here, right? That's 315. Then we'll put that over to 345. That's a macro. We've come down and swept out sell side during that macro time. Right, so we've already swept sell side inside this macro window. Right here we drop down, swept out sell side up under here during that macro window. Right, the first macro you had during this time was the 250 to 310. Right, so with the 250 to 310 macro right there. Right, that's our 250 to 310 macro right there. We pushed up into that small imbalance right there, and then came down and took out sell side. Right, so in the 250 to 310, we pushed up into a small imbalance here, came down and took out the sell side. Even this is 1 minute time frames that is doing this, so it's just basically a bunch of consolidation. Right there, the inversion fair value gap is still acting as support. Right, we're starting to get some displacement away on the 1 minute time frame. Now, as it's displacing away, you will be wanting to see this down close candle right there act as support. You don't want to see it trading back below that. All right, don't want to see it trading back below that. Looking to see if we create a fair value gap there. If we create a fair value gap there, right, then you want to see it once you go above this high, right? You would want to see some speed into that high. You don't want to see it get to this high and start dilly-dallying. Right? All right. See what a going zone there. So far, we got 18 seconds left on this 5-minute candle, right? And then we'll be respecting that 5-minute inversion fair value gap. There you go. We respecting that inversion fair value gap. It's acting as support. Okay. 1 minute created a fair value gap there, trading back down to that fair value gap. You would want to see that. You want to see the lower half stay open on a closing basis, right? If it's exceedingly bullish, you give it the opportunity to wick down into it. But as far as on the closing basis, you would want to see the lower half stay open if it's exceedingly bullish. All right. That right there is mean threshold. I mean consequent encroachment. That's consequent encroachment. You want to see that lower half stay open on a closing basis. If it's exceedingly bullish, we made equal highs there. We didn't push through it, but we made equal highs there, right? If you get above that, you would want to see speed into the high, right? You don't want to see a dilly-dally. Okay, it's respecting the lower half there, right? On the closing basis, it respect the lower half. We've repriced all the way into it. This down close candle there, remember I say you want to see this act as support. You don't want to see it closing past that down close candle. Right? You want to see it act as support. All right. Reprice the entire fair value gap. Right. On the 5 minute, we traded down into this wick, right? Creating a possible immediate rebalance. We still got 3 minutes left on this 5 minute candle, so we got a lot of time left there. But we closed this 5 minute with the opportunity of making a BISI that big, and now this candle has come back down and touched that candle's high. So now we're taking away the ability to make a fair value gap, right? So now you want to see if this continues up and gives us an immediate rebalance where we get gone out of here. All right, that candle there, still respecting consequent encroachment there. We're above the high. Now you want to see speed. Watching this candle here, you don't want to see it disrespecting that. You want to see some speed pushing up toward the buy side. Right? You don't want to start dilly-dallying now. Right? Watching this down close candle. Want to see it on a closing basis. You don't want to see that be taken out. Right? And now you want to see it start to push. Right? It's 337. Right? So we're not out of the macro window yet for the 315 to 345. We're still inside that macro window. Right? Still inside that macro window. And this move right here on the 1 minute is setting up a Judas swing, right? That's a bullish move. Now, this is just a 1 minute time frame. So remember, we're looking for it to get back up into a premium. So with this 1 minute, this could very well turn out to be the wig snatcher where we go the right way, then immediately come the wrong way to displace lower. But right now, it's just showing a bullish move. And we're close, but no cigar yet. It's playing with me again. It's playing with me again. It said, forget you, punk. It came to this one. It came right there. It came to that high right there. Right there, to the tick. To that high right there, to the tick. Right, that's the first one I marked. I moved it up here because it's relative equal highs. I want to go to the relative equal high, right? But it came to that high, to the tick, right there, right? Watching this candle here, whenever you got the buy program intact, right, you want to see your down close candles act as support. You don't want to see them closing below your down close candles. Consequent encroachment, the lower half on a closing basis stayed open. We did reprice the entire thing, right? Stayed open. There you go. There you go. It's playing with me. I think the Fed's watching. I think the Fed's watching. Y'all think that who think there it go right there? Boop. Just tapped it. Y'all think the Fed's watching? Y'all think maybe if I put a magnet up there, let's put a magnet up there. See if the magnet get it. Right? Let's spin the magnet. Oh, the magnet worked. The magnet worked. You see that? You see it? The magnet pulled it through. The magnet pulled it through. The magic magnet pulled it through, baby. Oh, now. Just looking at this little piece of price action, do we understand what I be talking about? Looking at the signatures and watching what the price give you, you know what I'm saying, as the signatures was being made, right? You understand how we walked through. We was like, hey, price swept out this right here. It came back to the change in the state of delivery, right? We created an inversion fair value gap. Now we should respect that. right? On the 1 minute, we came to the low. We created a down close candle. We should respect that down close candle. We created a fair value gap. We should respect the lower half of that. Okay, boom. We created an inversion. I mean, we respect the inversion fair value gap on the 5 minute. The 5 minute traded back down into the wick. Here, when we pulled back down, overlapping the lower half, but we still respect that 1 minute candle. Then we pushed up and then we touched the buy side, right? Is that, do you, yeah, Tim, you really good at reading candle by candle. I got to get there. Hey, man, we all going to get there, man. It's just looking, I'm just a simple dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And the stack on stacks on stacks on stack. Blocks on blocks on blocks on blocks. If price does this, then it should do that. Right? If price does this, then it should do that. And it's like, I've been Scalp McGee. Right? I've been Scalp McGee. I don't care if price took off and kept going to the moon. If this was my target to get out, I'm out of there. If that was my target to get out, I'm out of there. Right? I don't care. If I was trying to get long off this fair value gap right here, right? When price came up and I was trying to get long right here off this fair value gap right there, right? That's my target right there. Put it right there, that's my target right there. If I was trying to get long off of that fair value gap right there, as soon as it came in and picked me up right there, boom. I just got me a 5-point trade, right? I just got me a 5-point trade right there. The ES is $50 a point times 5. I just made $250. Man, you know how many Happy Meals I could buy with $250? Man, I don't care nothing about your 50-point trade, your 100-point trade. I'm Scalp McGee. I'm going there. Give me my money. I'm out of there. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of there. Give me my money. I'm out of there. Base hits. Base hits. Base hits. That's it. One Happy Meal. That's it. That's all you buy. One Happy Meal. You know what I'm saying? Buy you a Happy Meal. Just don't leave it in your Lexus. If you get a Happy Meal, don't leave it in your Lexus. Don't leave the Happy Meal in the Lexus. Don't leave your clippers in your Lexus. Don't leave nothing in your Lexus. Why you in options jail? What you in options jail for? Huh? You bought and sold too many times? You day trading in an account that's not set up for day trading? Why you in options jail? Okay, okay, the macro window there, right? All right, so that's 345. This is a macro window here. This is not just saving so I can start trading futures. Okay, that's what's up. Hey, Kashaya, if you want to start trading futures, right? My funded futures, they the best bang for the buck, right? They the best bang for the buck. Right now, you can get a 50K starter account for $80, right? With no assignment fee. So you get a 50K starter account for $80. It's $80 a month, right? But once you pass, you go into a 50K account with no assignment fee. They the best bang for buck. I don't have affiliate code with them, but that's the best bang for the buck. Right now, if you're looking for a dirt cheap way to get in, right now, Apex got 80% off. I got a link in the description. 80% off their evals, right? What I tell people to do, sign up for the 25,000K account. You only have to make $1,500 to pass. Right now, it's $125 assignment fee once you pass, right? So you get it for like 80% off. It'll probably be like $29. It'll be like, just say $30, and then $125 for the assignment fee. So you're looking at like roughly, just say $150, $160 all in with Apex, $80 all in with my funded futures. And then, but with Apex, you got a smaller target to hit. It's only $1,500 to pass. right? And then that way you can use that, right? So you $1,500, you pass it, and then all you got to pass it, but then you got to pass it again, right? And then when you pass it again, like you, if a 25K account, let me go full screen, 25K account, right? You and you pass it, make the 1,500, you're gonna start back over. Then you got to get to $1,600 before you can request a payout, and they got a consistency rule, meaning you can't, one trading day can't be bigger than 30% of your trading, right? And you got to trade at least 8 days, right? So you got to trade at least 8 days, and one day can't be larger than 30%. Once you get, you know what I'm saying, because you got to get up to $1,600. Once you get up to $1,600, you can start requesting a payout. But what I do, I trade it up to at least like $2,200, right? I usually keep them around 20, about $2,200 to $2,300 in profit, and then I take $500 out. You know what I'm saying? That because the buffer is 1,600, right? You got to be above the buffer to withdraw, right? You got to be above the buffer to withdraw. So the buffer is 1,600. So I get it up to like 22, 2,300, take 500 out. That bring me back down to like either 17 or 1,800. Then I get it back up to 22, 2,300, take 500 out, right? Because you got to do it over 8 days. And like one day can't be more than 30%. And as long as you got at least $50, 5 of those days, right? $50, 5 of those days, you can withdraw every 8 days if you want to. You know what I'm saying? But like one day can't be over. And that way, right, you can be taking that money, right? Once you start withdrawing, right? Just say you withdraw your first 500, put it in your brokerage account, right? Withdraw another 500, put it in your brokerage account. Now you got $1,000 over there, right? And then you just start trading micros. Trade the micros over there, right? Right. The ES micros is $5 a point. You know what I'm saying? Start trading the micros while you trading the prop firm, right? That way you trade and making your own money right now, and you still trading the prop firm where you can take out, like, you know what I'm saying, every 8 days, take your withdrawal. You know what I'm saying? And then just start growing your account like that, right? That's what I would do if I was you. If you ain't gonna start the January, just buy it in January. They always got sales, and if they like my funded futures, they always $80, but like you got to, for 50K, you got to make 3,000, right? It's a bigger target to hit, and then with their starter plans, you got to trade 5 days, making at least, it's either $100 or $200 a day. Like 5 days making at least $200 a day, and then you can start withdrawing. But with Apex, it's every 8 days. And Apex, with my code, you always gonna get 50% off, and Apex always running 80% off. So if you're not gonna start trading until January, I say don't buy it until January, because it's a monthly thing. It's like when you buy, if you buy it today, right? Your billing cycle gonna be on the 13th of January. They're gonna charge you for another month. So if you ain't gonna start trading in January, don't buy it to January, right? Because even if they ain't got 80% off, my code will get you 50% off anyway. All right. What's going on, Aldo Giant? What's happening? I ain't seen you in a month of Sundays, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Use other people's money to grow your account. Right? Use other people's money to grow your account. Okay, we easing up. Right? The ES is easing up. Right? We had after we hit that buy side, we pulled back down, right? And sweeping out the short-term sell side. That's the end of the 315 to 345 macro. Now we got 2 macros left. One is the end of day macro. Jones. Who in the world is Courtney Jones? Who is Courtney Jones? Hello?
What's up, dude?
Who is this? Yeah, that's what. Oh, yeah, the car. I'm like, who in the world is Courtney Jones? Oh, yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, the car. Okay, well, I'm up here on live. What's up? All right, y'all. Sorry about that. Is the code in the video description? The for Apex. Yeah, Apex is the second. Apex is the second link. That's the like right. It say 50% off, but if you do it right now, they gonna give you 80% off because they got 80% off sale right now for the Apex code. It's the second link in the description. The first link in the description, that's for the boot camp. That's for the boot camp if you wanna sign up for the boot camp that I'm doing for January. I'm doing a boot camp. It's called the Art of Reading Price Action Boot Camp. Right, this right here, it's third day boot camp. That link is the first one in the description. It's got a 50% off code for people that's not gang members. And if you are in the gang already, meaning you already a member of the channel subscriptions, you got a 75% off code that's in the Discord, right? You 75% off code that's in the Discord. The 50% off code for the boot camp, that's good until December the 14th at 11:59. The 75% off code is good until Christmas, right? And then it'll be on sale until the end of December or until these last 12 slots are gone. We only got 12 slots left. And once these last 12 slots gone, that's it. For 30 days, we gonna do the Art of Reading Price Action material. I'm gonna re-go through all that. I already got the Art of Reading Price Action on my YouTube page for free. You can go through it and look at it at your leisure, learn it at your leisure. But I'm gonna go back through the material with slides and everything, and I'm gonna do it live. You know what I'm saying? Every day with the members. It's probably gonna be in the evening to give people time to get off from work and get settled in and stuff like that. And then we're gonna do tape reading every single day. In phase 2, we're gonna be tape reading Then in phase 3, we're going to be going through helping people who can't develop their own entry model, going to help them develop their own entry model. And then in phase 4, it's just going to be a combination of everything, questions, tape, reading, learning entry models. And we're going to start scheduling the one-on-one consultations. Like each person going to get their own one-on-one coaching call with me. It's going to be a 1-hour coaching call that we do via like this right here, right? It ain't going to be like on Zoom. It's going to be just like this, just me and you like one-on-one. Right, and then you'll have that recording if you need to go back and look at it. We're just gonna fine tune anything that you got to do, and that's the first link in the description, right? But the Apex is the second link in the description, and if you use that now, you get 80% off. And then after, I think it's like the 80% running off for the next 5 days. Then after that, you can get 50% off using that link. Yep. So we're moving into, now we're at the end of day macro that runs from 3:45 to 4 o'clock, and then now we're inside the that's the market on close macro runs from 3:50, right? That's your market on close macro, this little part right there. And right now, as you see, we just doing a whole bunch of nothing inside these little macros, right? We're hitting very short-term liquidity, right? So inside the 250 to 310 macro, right? We moved into that imbalance right here, right? We moved into this imbalance here, and then we moved down to that sell side. Okay, moved to that imbalance, down to that sell side, hung out there for a minute, attacked the opposing liquidity, the short-term buy side, then we dropped down, took out the sell side, moving into the 315 to 345 macro, took out the sell side, right? Then inside that macro, we said we came back up, right? We had come back up, we got us a change in the state of delivery right there, right? Then we created this inversion fair value gap on the 5-minute, right? We respect the change in the state of delivery. We respect that inversion fair value gap. Say we traded down to the bottom of it, and then we went up and took out the buy side, the relative equal highs that we had over there that we had set previously, right? We had set them relative equal highs right there, right? So once we set the relative equal high, remember we said when we were going toward buy side or sell side, you want to see if it set relative equal highs or lows. It set the relative equal highs. We pulled back down into a discount of the range, and then we moved back up, right, and took out those relative equal highs, right? Now that we've taken out them relative equal highs during that macro window, right, then we came up, right, set relative equal highs there, then dropped down and took out the short-term sell side inside these two macro windows, right? You're inside, you have one macro that runs from 3:45 to 4, and one to end the market on close that runs right there from 3:50 to it's either 4 or 4:10, I can't remember, but after 4 I don't be caring no more, right? So we got 1 minute to go, and it's, just a whole bunch of nothing, right? We had a lot going on, so the end of the day wasn't very exciting, very small range activity. Right. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this, man. That's it. The market is closing in 30 seconds. All right. 30 seconds, the market is closing. Just traded back up into that SIBI right there and pushed back down to that 5-minute inversion fair value gap, right? If you look here, you see that's the 5-minute inversion fair value gap right there. And we traded down to there. We closed below consequent encroachment of that 5-minute inversion fair value gap on the 5-minute chart. So that's showing a little weakness there because we closed below the consequent encroachment, right? But on the 15-minute, right, if you look at the 15-minute, right, you have this wick right there that price still hasn't drawn back down into, right, which is right here. Well, the market is over now, but so you have a higher time frame discount PD array that's below that. So this trading below that doesn't hold as much weight as if it wasn't a 15-minute. Like the 15-minute needs to come down here. So on the 5 minute, you really want to see that happen because the 15-minute needs to come down there. And see, now we just traded down to that 15-minute wick right there. And then you will be looking to see, hey, does the 15-minute respect it? But the market is over now, so who cares what it does? Hey, man, do y'all have anything for me before I get out of here? Anything for me before I get out of here? Again, we're going to be streaming on the Tik of the Talks at the same time with YouTube. So for anybody that's on TikTok or still on TikTok, welcome. Everybody that's on YouTube, welcome to Lorraine for hanging out with us. Shout out Antonio for joining the mentorship. Antonio, if you're still in here, make sure you go in and go to the membership section of YouTube and accept the invite. Go to the membership section on YouTube and accept the invite for the Discord so that I can put you into the Discord where you need to be in order to participate in the Q&As, right? You're going to come over here to the section that says membership or community, one of them. I don't know which one it is, right? And then you're going to go, I got so many things be on mine. Right here, this post right here, right? You're going to go to this post right here. It says it was from a month ago, right? And you need to come in here and you need to like click on the read more. There's going to be a link in there to accept the Discord invite. And once you accept the Discord invite, you're going to come in and you will see the welcome. You'll see the welcome channel like this right here. You have to come down here and click this little muscle. Right now it says 92. Click that little muscle. It's going to go up to 93. And then that's going to let me know you're here. And then once I see, oh, you're here, then I'll put you in the tier and you'll be able to see the PA Mentee voice, the PA Mentee channel over here. And then you'll be able to see like all the other channels there where we do our Q&As in the first Sunday, third Sunday. I need to make one that say second Sunday, right? But we be doing the Q&As on second Sunday in the PA Mentee voice. We got the class participation where, and then I stay popped up. This is where I just be coming in and doing random pop-ups where I stay popped up, right? Make sure you go and accept that so I can put you in there. And if you're interested in the boot camp, inside the announcement section right there, there's a 75% off code in there for the gang that's good until December 25th. Hey man, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. A quick little test of TikTok, and we end up, shout out Lorraine, man. Lorraine pulled up with some hard-hitting questions, and then we end up just looking at price for the end of the day and got a quick chance to, you know what I'm saying, look at some signatures and see price do what it do. All right, y'all take it easy, man. I ain't gonna do no price action recap tonight. I ain't doing no, y'all take it easy. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. I ain't gonna do no price action recap tonight because I was just on here. And then the mentees, it's the third Sunday, so the Black Spiders and E-Rock, you ain't getting your notifications. You ain't getting your notifications. The mentees and the Black Spiders, I'll see y'all Sunday at 7 for the third Sunday Q&A, right? Mentees, Black Spiders, and anybody that signed up for the boot camp, you got access to the Q&As also, right? It's going to be in the channel that say third Sunday Q&A, right? Y'all take it easy, man. Enjoy y'all weekend. I'll see y'all Sunday for those that's part of it. And then Monday morning, mentees, we're going to be doing tape breeding. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend, man. If y'all know who I am, it's Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., a.k.a. Aranya Grande. That's Big Spot if you don't upload it, man. Yo, till the next time I decide to get on Algo's internet and share my thoughts on this thing they call price action. Y'all be safe out here in these trading streets, man. Gone.